Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 14 of our slow, or maybe not so slow and not so immersive playthrough of Venezuela in Victoria 3 post-patch 1.5. I'm going to go ahead and unlock and pick up where we left off at the end of last episode, which is in July 1926, last 10 years of the game. Pretty sure this will be the last episode, so we can just go ahead, roll with the time. There's not much left for us to do. We will try to make last push just to see how far we can get. But let's leave it on speed 3 just for a little bit. Here we go, international telephone exchange. It has been suggested that by establishing a cross-border telephone exchange with Great Britain, we could improve relations more easily. Sounds like a great idea, sure. Let's cozy up to Great Britain. But here we are, guys. Yeah, so we have sorted out our national deficit that we've built up over in the last episode. We managed to avoid some of the revolutions. We have passed wealth voting, and in our playthrough we went from I don't remember what we started with. I think it must have been oligarchy, perhaps. Actually, I think we had some sort of elections when we began. I think we had oligarchy. We then went to universal suffrage, and then we went to technocracy, and then now back to wealth voting. Next election will be... oh, wait, okay. There is actually no... Wait, hang on a second. Chief exec... We're not done yet. Sorry, I thought we passed this already. No, we're on our way. We're in the implementation phase of wealth voting. We did manage to avoid a few revolutions. So yeah, quite a turbulent 10 years between 1916 and 1926. But here we are. Let's go ahead and... yeah, we got our budget under control. Proposal for trade agreement with Great Britain, sure. Let's go ahead and review, perhaps. Okay, turmoil. I'm hoping it will subside. Let's have a look. What can we actually do? In fact, let's go just look at all of our buildings. We now have wealth voting. There we are. Wealthy citizens are granted a vote. Men of more wealth are granted more votes. Okay. Joe Jill is new president. The time of Leopold Baptista as ruler is ended. New parties formed in our country. Communist Party, Conservative Party, Free Trade Party, Great Liberal Party. Okay, and we have a righteous government of industrialists. We have a coalition government of industrialists, intelligentsia, Great Liberal Party, and Free Trade Party. Sugar goods shortage. I don't even understand how that's possible. Have a look at our trade routes, is it? Okay, well, let's perhaps not export. We're exporting coffee. Let's go ahead and cancel these exports that are perhaps not making any money. Let's just have a look what is actually profitable. Maybe there's new things, new trade routes we can set up. But in any case, what are we? So we're exporting coffee to the United States, exporting wood to Mexico. Okay, wood, so exporting coffee to the German Empire, steel to Brazil. We're importing lead from Russia, liquor from Great Britain, luxury clothes we're importing. Well, let's not import them from Russia because we're exporting them. We're not producing them ourselves. Importing from Great Britain, we also do not need. We have our own luxury clothes. Right, artillery. Perhaps let's even cancel that. Here we are. Exporting less. Let's wait. Look, give our economy a chance to adjust here. What are we actually producing? Let's say. Okay, we have level 3 paper, which is profitable, fully employed. Motor industries in Miranda. Could put it to automobile production, I guess. Well, we don't need to. Transportation is cheap. Services are cheap. Electricity is a little expensive in our capital province. But we don't want to subsidize anything. It's kind of fine with us. Grain is cheap. Let's see, construction sector, railways. Yeah, we're subsidizing railways in Miranda because transportation is cheap. Railways, construction sector. What would we do if we actually stop subsidizing it? Perhaps that's not the best. Railway, it is profitable, for example, barely, but it can be profitable. It's probably in Zulia. See what happens. Railways, okay, a little bit less, but they are profitable, and that gave us 1,500. Railways here are subsidized in Bolivar, mainly for infrastructure. Yeah, we need the infrastructure here, though. We just can't afford to. Okay. See if we can fix our deficit. Go to speed 4, perhaps. I mean, otherwise we got synthetic plants. Let's go to speed 3. And we'll just go through our buildings and have a look. Food industries, for example, still merchant guild owned. Sweeteners, 40 grain, 15 sugar. Produce 65. Miranda. Does anyone even... No one even needs this. So, like, why was this ever built? Election in 89 days. Let's see. Oil. Discovery of oil in Miranda is causing people to flock to the state, hoping to find jobs in this booming industry. Encourage this trend. Oil is the future. Caution that much may yet change in Miranda. Yeah, we don't want too many employees in oil. Right, rubber rush. Caution, we don't want to exhaust this soil. Okay, we've seen this event many times as well. Plus 25% migration. Attraction. Zulia gets, or Miranda gets. Miranda. Socialist internationalism. The Communist Party is receiving election campaign support from the vanguardist armed forces in Italy. So, comrades, come rally, and the last fight let us face. The Internationale unites the human race. Italian socialists are welcome here. Try to limit foreign influence in the election. Indeed. Ooh, free trade party. Okay, industrials. Ooh, liberals. Nobody likes the liberals. Ouch. Oh, the conservatives all banding together, the reactionaries. God, the camera unlocked. Through a complex chemical process, it is possible to capture reality itself in a single moment. An instant painting. That's 5% prestige. Campaign financing. Parties, particularly the Conservative Party, are struggling to raise enough funds for all their campaigning needs this election. If a party can't afford a campaign, should it be campaigning? Indeed. Indeed. Okay, let's have a look at our market, perhaps. Porcelain. No, sorry, let's do buy, or let's do by balance rather. Sorry, yeah, we have way too much grain. Way too much tobacco, making it super cheap. Yeah, that's kind of a few mistakes we made here. Way too much fabric. Citrus. Fertilizer. We kind of have more than enough of anything. Can we export some of our grain? Perhaps some of our tobacco? Is that possible? I mean, should be, no? Given how much we have and how cheap it is in our market. There we are. American market. French market. British market. Peru-Bolivian. German market. Right? Tobacco. Okay. Can we export our grain? Can we be the grain basket of Western world? Yes, we can be. Peru, Bolivia. British market. Mexican. Even American market we can export to. Okay, Antonio is our new president. Those rulers ended. Antonio Arangun. Who's he? Okay, Free Trade Party. Industrialists gained 50%. Conservatives gained 45%. Dear me, okay, barely. Okay, fine, but we're at least staying in power together with the Liberal Party. We can do it. Okay. What do we have? Proposal for trade agreement. Peru believer wants to enter into a trade agreement. Yes. Sure. Okay, we don't want to change our government. We'll remain as we are. Antonio Aranguren. Who is he? He's innovative. Plus 10% technology spread. Perfect. He's moderate. 58. Popular. Perfect. Okay, let's have a look at what else do we have in our market. Then we have balance of fruit. Can we export our fruit? Export fruit. Yes, Peru-Bolivian market. Okay. Anything else? Can we... What do we have support for? Laws for which have support. Technocracy. Please, guys. Enough. Protected speech. Laissez-faire. Mercantilism. Free trade. 50% trade route volume. Who's against it? Landowners, rural folk, and trade unions. No, but industrialists endorse this. Let's go ahead and enact that. Alright, keep everyone happy. Okay, deactivate. Oof. Oof. Ah! Everyone hates us now. But guys, trade is the way to go. 6 million. Yes, we did hit 6 million GDP. So we're up, what, 10, 12 times? Ooh, even a bit more. Nice. Now we're surging. Perfect. And these radicals just need to... Guys, just give us like a moment. Okay, but let's also go back to our buildings and actually have a look. So food industries, not much happening. Textile mills. Should we do like elastics for everyone? Let's do publicly traded for all of them, that's for sure. God, what do you want? Revolution, preserve protectionism. Get out of here. Okay, let's see what happens. Furniture manufacturers. Let's get everything publicly traded. We're privately owned. Okay, that probably need lead and glass then. Publicly traded. Let's do that. Let's look over our textile mills. We have 2 in Zulia. Okay, doing super well. Zulian one. Clothes and luxury clothes. Okay, what can't get better? Sewing machines. We can get electric sewing machines and get more clothes. But frankly, I don't want to make it too cheap. What about Bolivar? Okay, they're doing fine. Right, in Bolivar. Miranda, they are also productive. We don't want to make all of this too cheap. Okay, fine. Textile industry is in good shape. Furniture manufacturers. In Miranda we have 1. Not particularly profitable. No one really works here either. Although furniture is 30 plus 35%. It is expensive. Can we produce less furniture, more luxury furniture and make money that way? Possible actually. Okay. Furniture in Bolivar. It's actually profitable. It's fine. Mechanical workshops and precision tools. Do the job. Miranda, what are we using? Okay, no. Okay. And in Zulia we have 2 levels of furniture. Can we produce a little bit of luxury furniture here? Furniture becomes expensive. Oh good, can that maybe push us up? Can we, in fact, maybe make more furniture this way? And some luxury furniture, is this better? Let's actually move this to... Would that be a better way? Glassworks. We have glassworks in Miranda. Nothing gets produced here. Glassworks in Bolivar. Okay, this is actually 10. Okay, glassworks. No one produces glass. Tooling workshops. Okay, all the same methods. We could get mechanized steel tools, but steel. Okay, tools are expensive in Miranda. Let's go with mechanized steel tools. Can we get more tools? They're not so expensive. But to be honest, the issue is that we just need more labor in here, and people would produce more tools. Bolivar. Tools are okay, not too expensive. Zulia. That's fine. Don't want them too cheap. Buildings, tooling workshops, paper mills. Okay, paper mills we need all publicly traded. And I would suggest... Okay, we have Miranda, we have them in Bolivar. Just doing paper bleaching. We have some in Zulia as well. So I don't mind if paper is cheap, because our universities need to run on something. And we are buying all the paper, to be honest. Fertilizer plants, make them publicly traded. And what are they? Miranda. Yeah, producing some, but not too much. Industry suffers in Bolivar. Competing goods from abroad have led to a slump in demand for products from Bolivar, which has raised concerns in the state about our planned reforms. We must alleviate concerns in Bolivar. We must try to convince Bolivar the merit of our reforms. Indeed. Enactment of free trade in Venezuela gains 1 setback, but plus 15% success chance. That's fine. Worth the risk, I think. Okay, fertilizer plants in Zulia. Fertilizer is cheap. Artificial. Yeah, still profitable at least, so... I mean, in Bolivar... Miranda... Okay. Being decent in explosives factories in Zulia. Doing really well. Explosives are cheap, we can even produce more still. In Bolivar, also doing all okay. Synthetic plants. Okay, we have one in each state. God, rural folk are sowing discord. The rural folk are furious with the government, and it seems that they may join the current revolution if we cannot appease them. Let us hope concessions now can be the seed of peace for the future. 10% interest group political strength, 5% approval. Yes, okay, let's avoid revolutions, that's for sure. Endangered gold reserves. With revolutionary support growing in Miranda, it's been suggested that the free trade has successfully progressed to study. Perfect. Gold reserves will be moved to Zulia, where it will be unlikely that the rebels can seize the money. Try to smuggle the reserves out of the capital. 66% chance Venezuela gets minus 10% loan interest. Yeah, okay, let's let the gold reserves in the capital. Okay, let's go with a 66%. Okay, synthetic plants. Oh, God. So, Bolivar. Okay, it's not really doing anything. They're producing some stuff. Steel mills. Okay, in Zulia, they're really productive, really profitable, and running at maximum. Right, in Bolivar, still is a little bit expensive, but at least they're profitable and employing people. Publicly traded, get more capitalists. Miranda, let's also make them publicly traded, but we need much more steel. Okay, open hearth process. Oh, okay, there's no one actually employed in here. Okay. Motor industries. Okay, can't be publicly traded. Okay, one of them is in Miranda. Okay, lots of engines. To be honest, need more engines. We need electric engines. Would be nice. We're researching that. What are we doing? Conveyors. And then we can go with electric railways. How about that? The Feminine Order of Bolivar. A group of women affiliated with the Catholic Church in Bolivar have founded an organization with the purpose of arranging medical and material support for anti-government revolutionaries. We cannot afford to make martyrs of women. Oh, crack down on women's religious organizations. Okay, 2 years minus 10% dependence income plus 5% state penalties from turmoil. Oh, dearie. You have to crack down to keep this country together. Come on, guys, we're almost pulled through. Okay, steel is fine. Motor industries, right? So Zulia we reviewed. Bolivar producing automobiles and engines. And Miranda is producing engines. Jeune École unlocked. By having many smaller ships rather than a few big ones, it is possible to keep a certain level of maneuverability that would otherwise be impossible. Sure. Bureaucratic imbroglio. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of free trade have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work toward reform to a near halt. Oh, cut through at least some of the red tape. Yes. Okay, engines, steel, okay. Motor industries in Miranda, okay, well, I mean, they just need to employ more people if they need to do something. Okay, publicly traded for shipyards, all producing steamers, fine. Shipyards, motor industries, arms industries, okay, let's make them public. Miranda. Again, not really producing anything, because nobody really wants anything. Sure. Urban centers. Okay, let's have a look. In Miranda, urban centers. We need more transportation here. Public motor carriages. More services, more transportation. Electric streetlights. Okay, let's hope we can actually get the automobiles produced in Bolivar. Alright, we can even go to the motor industries in Miranda, no, and set them to give us automobiles. How about that? Let's see if that works. In the hands of the state. Did he smash his head into the cell wall? Okay, we've seen this. Murderous cries the crowd. Oof, it's 76%. Come on, preserve protectionism. Oh, okay, I think we're gonna have to give it up. Oh boy. Do we have electric lighting? Do we have automobiles? So Bolivar. Do we want automobiles here? No, here's everything is cheap. Paradoxically, this is where we're producing automobiles. Fine, that's urban centers, fine. Trade centers are privately owned. Arts academies. Photographic art. Yeah, I don't think there is no demand for art in any case. Law progressed to voting. Okay, maybe we can make it before the revolution breaks out. Potential urban buildings. Okay. What about all of our rural buildings? With tractors for all the maize farms, less labor, release labor into the... No, come on. Okay, it doesn't look like it, to be honest. The Miranda Workers versus Brigades. Armed workers affiliated with the rural folks' progressive factions have volunteered to assist government forces in countering reactionary forces that would threaten Venezuela. We'll need all the support we can get. 5%. Rural folk gets paramilitary brigade supported for 5 years. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to cancel it. Oh dear. There you go. Okay, free trade did not happen. We had to climb down and stop. Okay, let's keep looking. Refrigerated storage for our livestock ranches. Got electric fences. Again, fewer laborers. Let's release labor into the economy. We can do increased wool gathering. More fabric, more fertilizer. Look, we have fertilizer farms. Mechanized slaughterhouse. Just do butchering tools, I guess. I mean, we have more than enough meat. That's the thing, yeah, meat. Okay, well here it's expensive because... yeah, because no one actually works in livestock ranches. Bolivar, no one works here. Zulia. Just a few people work here. Okay, let's keep reviewing. Livestock ranches, coal mines, cats, and everything we've got in there. Super productive building, always fully employed. Coal is well priced. Iron mines, well, fine sulfur mines, fine coffee plantations, publicly traded, cotton plantations, publicly traded. Let's move them all to public ownership. All of our plantations, all automated, all using, what is that production method called? Automated irrigation, yeah. Buildings. Yep, banana plantations, logging camps, publicly traded. Okay, they're using chainsaws. Some are doing hardwood, some electric sawmills. Let's have a look. For example, Zulia has 5 out of 9. Yeah, well, no wonder logs are cheap in here. Electric sawmills. Chainsaws. Okay, productive. Trader exporting steel to Brazilian market is inactive. Grain to the Brazilian market is inactive. Fine. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, we were at 7. What's going on? We were at 6,500. What happened here? We're in 1928. Let's just do a final review of all the buildings and then just power ahead to 1936. Logging camps in Miranda. Wood is cheap. Electric sawmills. No? Do we need hardwood in here? No, we'd not even need hardwood here. Bolivar. Some hardwood, wood. Okay. Long as rubber plantations. Okay, let's go ahead. Fewer laborers. Upskill the labor. Those are the rubber plantations. Fishing wharves. Go ahead. Fishing trawlers. Okay, let's produce steam trawlers at least. Refrigerated storage. Publicly owned. Oil rigs. Publicly owned. Tanker cars for less labor. Don't need too much oil. Subsistence farms, yeah. Development, power plants, all. Let's make them all coal-fired. Produce lots of electricity. Railways, all government owned. Okay, this is all set up as it should be. Alright, wooden or steel carriers, steam trains, let's go steam trains. Steel passenger cars. So let's get maximum transportation everywhere. Construction. Speed up the Miranda pipeline. All companies operating in Miranda have requested government assistance in funding a pipeline, promising that its construction will be accompanied by other infrastructure improvements. We will contribute to the funding of the project. Sure. Let's go ahead and power ahead. I mean, I think we've done everything we can for this economy. Why is it crashing then, if we have done everything for it? We were at 6.5. Let's go, guys. Come on. Just need to saturate it with labor. That's what really needs to happen. I think. Well, I don't know, guys. We have an arms industry. So if small arms are expensive, then simply build more. Right? Look at our budget. Okay, 162,000 subsidies for railways in Bolivar. Welfare payments, military costs us nothing. Spending 11,000 on paper. Construction goods, yeah, it's all about the universities is our by far the biggest expense we have. Small arms shortage in the Venezuelan market. 35% of pops below minimum expected standard in Miranda and Bolivar. How is that possible? Iron is expensive. Okay, well, local prices. Okay, iron, we're only producing iron. We only have one place to produce iron. Well, here it is. Don't see how it's expensive. Venezuelan market costs 55.9. Market balance minus 115. In Bolivar, the price is 49. Production 218. Consumption. Yeah, Venezuelan market sell orders. 19 buy orders. 334. Okay, let's build one more perhaps. Okay, let's even go into deficit. Right, that is actually possible. Conveyors unlocked. By applying motors to belts, it is possible to create platforms that move goods along them without the use of human labor. Okay. So that's furniture, tooling, motor, arms, artillery, munitions. So furniture, tooling, and motors. Let's go ahead and go to buildings and go furniture. Assembly lines, right? That's lots of labor released. Furniture, tooling, and motor. Assembly lines, okay. Let's see if that helps with anything. Small arms shortage supposedly. Iron in a Venezuelan market. I don't know. Let's build more iron mines, but let's also employ more people, guys. Right? I mean, so what that we're gonna build it if we don't have the people? Like, it's super profitable. So to be frank, yeah, like, what is the point of building more? We just don't have the people in here. We do have a 2,000 people in rubber plantations. We do have livestock ranches that aren't doing anything. All because... sometimes that... yeah. Kind of interesting when the private market just builds... I guess it builds buildings in better places, which then take the demand. That's it. For example, yeah, livestock, like the meat in Bolivar, there isn't that much population, so you should build it where the population actually is. Let's see. Oh, we're up to 6.7, 14. Standard living to 2 million. Okay. Okay, let's see. Last 7 years of the game. Okay, it didn't do too badly in the end, and this strategy with having a lot of research actually kind of works. Oh, there we are. We're powering ahead now. All we need is more labor. And that's why from the start, yeah, you need to take care of the healthcare, befriend the Catholic Church, alright, and just keep accumulating population, because then 1% growth just grows exponentially, and that's what you need to engineer. I feel like that's like the most important thing to do in the first 50 years of the game. Then you can go ahead and liberalize. But if you liberalize too early, you don't really get anything from having like universal suffrage early or anything like that. The Journal of Philosophical Studies. Members of the philosophy department from the University of Miranda have signed a formal petition for government funding of their next project. a scientific journal. We have no resources for this, so fund this journal. Plus 10% prestige, 6,000 progress towards psychoanalysis. Sure. We've built up what, a gold reserves of 368,000, so production research speed, okay. No workers' rights, rights of assembly, poor laws, migration controls. Okay, that's where we end up in 1930s. Still with our private schools, private health, commercialized agriculture, protectionism, interventionism. Yeah, we didn't even liberalize properly in the end, after all was said and done. Alright, rights of assembly. We liberalized far more as Chile. Let's go ahead and power through. Well, let's see how far we can take our GDP. 7 million, nice. Average standard of living of 7. Nitrogen fixation unlocked. By combining various chemicals at a high temperature, it is possible to create ammonia in large quantities. Nitrogen fixation process for fertilizer plants. Chemical fertilizers for rye, wheat, rice, maize. Okay, rice and maize we have. So let's see if we go to maize farms. I mean green. Chemical fertilizers. I mean, we can just get even more. I don't really want to upset the economy. Fertilizer already doing fine. Engines. Motor industry, everything is expensive, sure. Fertilizer plants. Corporatism unlocked. An approach towards social relations based on collaboration between different corporate groups in society with the ultimate goal of superseding conflict between classes. 97% radicals from standard of living decreases in accepted cultures. Okay. Fertilizer plants in Miranda. Okay, let's go ahead and maybe change the production method here to nitrogen fixation process. Get more fertilizers out from the ground. We need more iron now. Okay. The British flu. A massive outbreak of an especially deadly strain of flu has broken out in Ulster. It threatens to spread rapidly, potentially escalating into a global pandemic. I hope it doesn't reach Venezuela. Infertile ground, finding both the Venezuelan public and supposed political allies unreceptive to his ideas. Rafael Simon Urbina, from rural folk, politely inform him that his presence is not welcome. Now let's get the rural folk out of here. Oh, they keep complaining about their homesteading. Enact homesteading. Get out of here. No one's enacting anything. Who are you? Are you an agitator? Exile. No, we can't, unfortunately. Vanguard is trade unionists. Okay. Our government revenue is surging. Can we lower taxes? Let's go ahead and lower taxes for everybody. More money into people's pockets. Oof. Okay, that's not quite what we meant. What happened? The street side standoff. Troops in Bolivar have reported more and more confrontations with belligerent mobs. Fighting will likely break out soon, even if nothing is ordered. There's only two ways to control the situation. Either pull the troops back or tell them to engage. Our men are professionals. Order a withdrawal from Bolivar. Oh, unfortunately, unlucky. Why does it suddenly went up to 5,000? Welfare payments, no additional expenses. 1.2 thousand. Interesting. Okay. A small deficit. I don't mind perhaps removing the tax from the services are fairly cheap everywhere anyway. Electricity is really expensive. throughout, but that's because no one wants to work. No one wants to work in electric plants, that's why. The buildings are there, the labor isn't there. What can we do about this? Enact homesteading. Let's have a think. So, if we did enact homesteading, we have maize farms. We basically changed it to publicly traded. Okay, homesteading would mean we go back to having 200 farmers and fewer capitalists and aristocrats. Sort of mobs have surrounded an Arsenal Miranda. Okay, we've seen this before. 66, okay, fine. 8. Armies in here. Okay, let's go have military. We have these. Can we upgrade these to skirmish infantry? Maybe build some more in Miranda. 2 more. Probably build shrapnel artillery. Probably like cuirassiers. Couple of these. Couple of these. Build that up. It looks like... Oh no, that war is gone. Oh. Guajara students sometimes use their native language in Venezuelan schools. Schools should teach them to speak the proper language. Indeed. Oof. Convoys -4. Okay, let's go ahead and cancel some of the... What's the most unprofitable? Trade routes. Okay, let's power through. Last 5 years of the game. We're up to 7 million. Okay, we're building up our military. For lack of anything better to do. But why are we hovering it? Come on. Make a last for self-propelled torpedoes unlocked. Traditional torpedoes include basic naval mines and explosives attached to submerged spars sticking out from small ships. Modern torpedoes vastly improve on both these explosives by being able to move, unlike a mine, and do so under its own power, unlike a spar torpedo. Okay. Electric railways we'll have in 4 to 6 weeks. We are kind of sucking out labor from Miranda. We need munitions now and artillery. Okay, we'll do a munitions plant. And do an artillery foundry. Oh, although, no, actually, wait, hold on. Let's go buildings, construction. No, let's not build these. Instead, just import them. Electric railways unlocked. By using electricity to power the trains rather than the steam, it is impossible to have a much more reliable rail system. Okay, logging camps. Hang on. Logging camps and motor industries. Okay. Oof, hang on, are we missing... Oof, we're missing infrastructure. Hang on, in Miranda. Jeez. Because we stopped subsidizing these, isn't it? Deary me. So, okay, we're doing fine here. Okay, we need to subsidize. Compression ignition, radio, flash freezing, future rail cars for livestock ranches. Okay, Dow rollers, oil turbines, electric arc process, pneumatic tools, plastics. Society, psychoanalysis, film, political agitation, feminism, women in the workplace, women's suffrage. Let's get maybe women in the workplace. Let's get women into work, at least in the last 5 years if we can. Right? See if that changes anything. But otherwise, wait, let's go to our motor industries everywhere, and we can go to electric engines. Boom. And produce more of everything. I'm doing fine in Zulia. But also logging camps, I think they said, right? Okay, logging camps. Rail log carts. Okay, fewer laborers. More. Minus 1,000 laborers. More use of transportation. Let's try that. Oh, it's all unprofitable because of electricity. Okay. Let's have a look. Power plants. Okay, they are profitable, so what's the issue? Produce more, guys. Power plants here. Okay, we also need that. Just don't have the labor for it. God. Just don't have subsidies for railways. 4,000 it cost us. Hang on. It's just too cheap now. Okay, let's remove one level. Alright. 16%. Let's go ahead and hopefully the power plants will respond. Hopefully. No, they do not respond. Law and order. Pointing to the rampant turmoil from radical activities in Miranda, the Conservative Party has campaigned on the platform of more policing. This wound has been allowed to fester for too long. No, the key to preventing crime is to prevent poverty. Oh, 10%. Yeah. Well, I'd rather have trade unions, to be honest. The British flu spreads. Ooh, when will this plague end? Pandemic response decision is available, which can mitigate effects. Ooh. Ooh, hang on, journal. Decisions. Pandemic response. The government must determine its response to the flu pandemic that threatens to engulf the nation. Stricter measures will surely have a cost, but will save lives. Mandate health measures such as distancing and protective masks. Okay, 5 months of 25% throughput, or 5 months of 50%. Impose a strict lockdown and close non-essential businesses. Now, let's not go crazy. Mandate health measures. Oh, dearie me. Budget. Okay, market, trade routes. Wenceslao is our president. Let's see. Oh, the petite bourgeoisie. Conservative Party has won 48% of the votes. Ooh, we have a legitimate government, but it doesn't include petite bourgeoisie. Well, let's keep things as they are. Enact wage subsidies. Oh god, British flu spreads. Okay. Wage subsidies. Fine, if that avoids a revolution. Man. God. Okay, fine. Revolution, enact wage subsidies. Okay, they've grown like extremely militant. So let's go ahead and try and enact it. Placate these guys. Oh, we're... Yeah, okay, well, we've closed. The pandemic has shut our GDP down. The British flu spreads. Oh. Okay, let's just power through to 1936. And see where we come out. Oh. Massive crash. Preserve poor laws. Oh, God. Oh. Let's see which happens first. That's fine. At least we have that surplus. Well, we got 200,000 saved, which we're now drawing on. during this pandemic. Oh, 5.8. Dearie. Dearie me. Steel frame buildings unlocked, finally. By making a steel frame to hold up the rest of the building, it is possible to make much taller and sturdier buildings. Okay. Idle hands. The closing of workhouses with the abolition of the poor laws has some citizens concerned about increased crime rates, that the poorest members of society will no longer be contained in these institutions. The fear of the poor is exactly what caused this inhumane law. These people have a right to feel safe from indigent drifters. Armed forces gain -1 approval, -10% enactment success chance. Vultures upon a carcass. Opportunistic members of trade unions have defected to the landowners' cause. Try to coax some of them back. Yeah, guys, gonna have to decide what you want. Wage subsidies or poor laws. All who are willing to work have a right to eat, and no man should lack the means to provide for his family. And poor laws are getting the tramps and hobos off our streets and into the workhouses is well worth the cost. Another 5 months. And yeah, we've been crushed here. Wenceslao Casado mistook an enemy armed forces. He should stand down. French communist has taken communist countries on debt. Ooh, okay. The French have succumbed to the Red Menace. Never seen Russia, actually. Well, I don't know, actually, maybe in our Chile playthrough, I think we had America as communist. Definitely had the French Commune. Can't recall if Russia became communist or not. The mob approaches. Disperse the crowds by force. No, it didn't happen. The British flu spreads. The deadly British flu has appeared in Bolivar. Oh. Okay, we're almost done with our savings. We're gonna start accumulating a deficit again. You know, piling on debt. Oh. Okay, 1932. 4 more years. And we'll see. National self-defense. With violent sentiment rising amongst the Venezuelan politically unaligned, several Caribbean communities have begun to form armed militias to keep their populations safe. The authorities have far more important things to worry about. Yeah, let's just stave off the civil war. So we can either pass something. If we pass it, we placate these guys, we avoid the revolution, so we need to pass. We're on voting stage. It just needs to happen. Okay, we're okay with our budget. Let's keep going. 75% literacy. Procession of provocations. Dissidents in Bolivar have announced plans for a major march around government offices in the near future. While they profess peaceful intentions and claim everyone will be unarmed, the march itself obviously serves as a rallying point for those unhappy with the government. Stop that march. 50% minus 10%. Oof, no. Oh. Didn't happen. Come on. Come on. 30. Let's roll the dice. And pass it. Come on, 9 days. God, British flu spreads. Ah, didn't happen. Backroom dealings. Prominent members of the trade unions, outspoken supporters of wage subsidies, and close allies of Wenceslao Velutini have been exposed in a corruption scandal. Hang on. Feminism unlocked. We can derive some benefit by participating ourselves. Minus 10% enactment chance. Throw them to the wolves who must clean up this mess. Indeed. Oh. Feminism is an ideology concerned with advancing social, economic, and political equality for women. Feminists believe that women should have the same legal rights as men to own property, work, and participate in politics. Sure. Everyone to the workplace. We're in need of workers. The landowners are on the precipice of revolt, threatening to join the revolution if certain demands are not met. Oh, whatever satisfied their so-called dignity, let them have it already. Let's just pass this and avoid... Oh, okay, hang on a second. Hang on, game. We're out of bureaucracy, let's get central planning. Wouldn't hurt to get those... Where do we have more government administration? 4. We have 6. Okay, let's go ahead and build maybe... Do we have electric industries anywhere? Not just 1. We'll build electric industries. Yeah, and get more government bureaucracy. Oh boy. Okay, how many more days? 56 days. Yeah, they're only halfway, so we have time. Oh, we're in deficit again. Why is that? Subsidies for railways are costing us additional expenses. Military wages. Goods for government buildings. Really our revenue that's fell. Okay, that's it, they're gone, right? Thank God. The rebels is doctor. Okay, we've read that many times. Doctor was an obvious lone wolf, there's no need to follow up on this. Yep. Okay, now we have a revolution to enact homesteading instead. Okay. There you go. All who are able to and willing, all who are willing to work have a right to eat. No man should lack the means to provide for his family. Okay. Enact homesteading. Jeez. Just get out of here with commercialized agriculture, and that's that. Oof. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's go ahead. Keep powering through. 4 years. Can we? Oh, is the pandemic over or not? No, it's still not over, is it? Currently 1 out of 3 fulfilled states does not have flu pandemic mortality. Oof. Oh, we're losing 40,000 per year. Crikey. Oh. Hmm. Let's go ahead, crash our GDP some more. Try to get rid of the pandemic. Oh dear, convoys, everything. As well. Like we kind of do need to... There we go, flu pandemic completed. Let's pay off. I'm not dead, nice. Okay, we're out of the pandemic. Let's go, go, go guys. Let's get back up to 7 million. There we are. So we'll surge back. Promenade Market. Okay, 1933. Here. We did get to... Oh, if we got to 7 million, like we should before the pandemic, we're at about 3 GDP per capita. Click the star to unpin. Get interest groups. Formations. Journal entries. Markets. Okay, look, politicians we can look. Buildings. States. Job seekers. Interesting. Okay, we can pay attention to split because I didn't actually know their outliner was so detailed in Wiki 3. We'll make use of that next time. Okay, that's pretty cool. Formations, marginalized groups. So we can just click on industrials, for example. Okay, and it shows us. Pretty cool. Okay. For the ledger, I was going to say, alright, GDP-wise, Great Britain, 376 million. Per capita, though, 4.4. Okay. The United States has 6 per capita. Okay, French Commune, 4.8. German Empire. British Raj. Okay, let's say Russia has GDP per capita of 1. Okay, Italy is 3. Punjab, 1.6. Romania, 4. Confederation. We're not too bad at 3. Yeah, definitely nowhere near Europe. Outside of Europe. Liberia, Denmark. Yeah, if we got into 3, we would be okay. 35 worldwide. Out of how many countries? Let's just see. How many countries are there in the world? About 160. I was going to say 180. 160, yeah, 180 countries. I mean, let's say all of these kind of tribal. So it's about 120. Right? 120, I would say, or so. How's Romania, for example, a minor power? Right? For example, let's say Romania. A minor power. GDP of 32 million with 7 million population. Okay. Triple, so we would be... Oh yeah, well we're 6.62. We'd be at 18 million if we just triple it. We have built up a bit of national debt that we will pay off now. Okay, we can establish companies. Oil rigs, Caribbean Petroleum Company, or Combined Venezuelan Oil Corporation. Go ahead and establish. Kind of late though, 1933s. I mean, I guess if we played with other people, we'll probably industrialize earlier, and oil would be more in demand. But I think with the AI, not so much perhaps. Oh, yes, okay, we're up to 7 million, 3.2 we are at. Okay, let's go ahead and go to our budget. Can we go? Just go to normal taxes. Try to sort out our budget that way. Journal entries, diplomatic maneuvers. Colombian religious revolt versus Colombia. German Empire. Hang on, initiated target. What? Colombian revolt against the German Empire? Not sure how that works, but sure. Okay, we're at soaring ahead. Wait, let's get women. Let's get women into the workforce. That's what we needed to do. Oh, now they don't want to. Okay. Child labor. Regulatory bodies, rights of assembly, wage subsidies. Those no migration controls. Oh god, these guys are not happy with us. I'm gonna avoid in revolutions protectionism. Free trade. Okay, there isn't a lot of opposition now. Only the trade unions are change -20 from 2 to -18. I really hate free trade. Mercantilism at least. Industrialists endorse this, rural folk oppose this. Industrialists oppose protectionism. Mercantilism plus 50%. Let's go ahead and enact mercantilism. It'll be if it's the last thing we do. Okay, 2 more years. 7.2. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's all about kind of the last 30 years is where you really surge. Electric industries. Oh, it's because we're constructing stuff. That's why we're... Concrete dockyards. Sturdy and cheap, concrete allows for the construction of far larger piers that are able to support far heavier freight loads. Okay. Okay, let's see. What are we producing? Producing telephones. So we need rubber. Tools. We need lead. Okay, but who actually uses telephones? Government administration, doesn't it? Telephone switchboards. We need central planning, though. Another 7 months. Okay, now that we're not constructing anything, we're actually doing very well. We can even remove the tobacco tax. And still build up a small surplus. Let's have a look what that does. Radio unlocked. By using invisible waves, it is possible to pass information over a great distance wirelessly. Perfect. Yeah, roughly actually we were with Chile, I think, yeah? So almost 12, 6 income. Middle strata are secure. Upper strata are affluent. Okay. Oh yeah, we liberalized too quickly here. Right, same, yeah. So that's the main lesson. You need to do everything, you know, slow is fast and fast is slow. Because otherwise you just kind of end up... But at least it was exciting, guys. I hope you did manage to watch through the whole thing. At least, you know, unlike Chile, there was nothing really happening other than one showdown with Argentina. But here we had 2 civil wars. And I'm glad that we managed to test out, you know, the mechanics. We had 2 actual civil wars. We had plenty of civil wars we've avoided. We've changed laws several times. Went kind of back and forth. Yeah, there we are. We're surging now. 15. Nice. We're middling overall. Yeah, that's kind of what we should have engineered from the start. The radicals are falling. Loyalists are rising. Yep. Mercantilism has successfully progressed to the study phase of law enactment. More companies. Caribbean Petroleum Company we can also make. Not really sure what the point is. That's fine. Let's just establish it at this point. Doesn't really matter. 7.7 million we're at. Now we're 3.5. So we're, you know, in line with minor powers in Europe. There's no point in comparing us, I guess, to the richest nations. But let's say Norway, 4.4. Okay. Sweden, GDP per capita 3. Ooh, 2.65. Oh, boom. Okay, well, they were central planning unlocked, leveraging all the latest innovations. Hang on, management science and electric communication, long-term plans for sweeping societal development can be coordinated by a single administrative office. Yeah, we kind of have enough bureaucracy now, but let's go ahead. Elevators. Whatever, let's get our budget. We've cancelled all the taxes. We can go ahead and lower the taxes some more. Fuel the economy there. Now we're popping off. Let's say, okay, Finland, Germany, GDP per capita is 5. Okay, we're at 3.7. Spain, 3.6. Okay, so we're just like Spain. Portugal, 3.5. Italy. We're kind of like second tier power. Yeah, I guess in the end, we didn't actually have 4 for Italy. Didn't actually do that badly. I mean, America, that's huge. It's 6, but I mean, that's America. Brazil, let's say in South America, Brazil is 2.2. Never even got close to 3. Peru, Bolivia, 2.8. Colombia, 2.5 in the end. Woof. Okay, they just had civil war, so I guess they were doing better before. Chile, 3.2. Yeah, so we're at the top of South America. Keep powering through. Enact mercantilism, perhaps, finally. Maybe even get the women into the workforce. Okay, yeah, there we go. 8 million GDP. 26th worldwide, 25th. There you go, top quartile of the world. Okay, kind of stalled towards the end there. Laver Nebogatov, exiled from Russia. Okay. Okay, January the 1st, 1935. I don't remember if the game ends 1st of January 1936 or 31st of December 1936. I guess it's 1st of January, right? So it's the last year of the game. Yeah, 8.3. Thank you all guys who watched. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Yeah, for the next playthrough, I'm kind of thinking either do another small one and pick something like Serbia. I actually tried it today. Aggressive campaigning. Clara Maldonado holds an address where she condemned the Free Trade Party has begun to mobilize dedicated partisans to oppose it in the election. A certain alternative. No, a pack of miscreants indeed. No, it's fine. Either we try Serbia. That's one province. It's pretty easy, but it's actually interesting. A different area. Or my other option is to actually play as Spain, play as a bigger nation, so that we actually have these diplomatic plays, kind of navy warfare, and maybe we try to recolonize, you know, Venezuela and Colombia as Spain, and re-establish dominance in South America. Those are kind of two things that I'm torn between. Or maybe, you know, I tried playing Serbia a couple of times today just to have a look, but it's pretty good to kind of, you can really feel and kind of follow through the changes from every building. You know, what kind of pops are created, what do they do, how does the cloud of different interest group changes. Pretty interesting. I might do that even just for myself and kind of for you guys as sort of like a let's learn together type series. Elevators unlocked. Through a complex system of weights and pulleys, it is possible to raise people and objects to desired heights at will. Sure, paved roads. Go ahead and just something. Society. Get analytical philosophy. That would be great. Okay. Yeah, so number 49 by GDP, number 26 by GDP per capita. Almost reaching 4, frankly, in just the last few years. We have a contested government. We're not leaving the government. That's for sure. 380 per capita. Yeah, I guess overall we've done well. At least it was more exciting, and I knew, you know, they weren't optimal decisions, especially at the start. But I just wanted to experiment and see what happens, you know, when we do certain things. But yeah, the keys, yeah, managing shortages of labor is really hard, really, really hard. But I think I understood the way to do it. Just need to trade more, import more of the basic stuff. Don't try to build everything within your country and focus only on the most productive buildings. We now have mercantilism, an export-focused economy with an emphasis on keeping a positive current account and competing with other nations. Okay. Oh, what's what? Revolution. Enact national militia. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to laws. Okay, women. Okay, no one wants women. Fine. Yeah. Well, let me know, guys, if you really have watched, like, what do you want to see next? Spain or Serbia? Like a Serbia Let's Play, Let's Learn, or Spain Let's Learn? I really like Serbia today. Like, I tried it and I enjoyed it because it's even simpler. It's one province. It does actually have 1 million population, so you're not so constrained and you're super backwards. You start with basic laws and you really see kind of how you progress. So it's quite interesting. Like, it really gives you a good handle on what's actually happens and why certain things happen. A surprise police raid has uncovered list of radical sorts with trade unions. Publicly expose them. Yeah. There we are. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I mean, I definitely learned a lot in this playthrough and understood a lot. Yeah, and then we'll think about the best way to kind of roleplay. Perhaps, yeah, it was the wrong way. So it's more like maybe we pick like strategic objectives and then we just keep going. So it's a bit like Hearts of Iron 4, I guess, where you have to lead the country. You can't be led. Like in Crusader Kings 3, you can be led by your... Or like you can be role-playing the guy, which doesn't really work here that much. Maybe even in Europa 4 you can do it. Although, again, I don't play that game, so maybe I shouldn't speak. But here in Hoi 4 and Victoria 3, not so much. You kind of have to decide what you're going to do and do it. It's a little bit kind of feels like a bit the same. That's what I was afraid of. If I play Venezuela, it would be just the same game as Chile. And I could have played it exactly the same way, and yeah. Like, you can industrialize and liberalize. There we go. 1st of January 1936. So here's the summary, right? In the end, we are a republic. Kind of just we started atheist, Venezuelan, 180 arable land. We're ranked 33. Gross domestic product of almost 9. Well, yeah, we're all kind of geared it towards late game with the private schools and private hospitals. See, and it's just surged here. Average standard of living surging. Prestige, yeah. Population kind of stalling here for some reason. But yeah, we're now 31% laborers, 18% clerks. Political strength-wise, capitalists are by far the strongest. Right, this is capitalists, shopkeepers, engineers, farmers, and academics. So kind of middle strata, capitalists. Labor is the highest by population. Clerks, machinists, engineers, farmers, shopkeepers, academics, capitalists are here, yeah. Political strength. Population Venezuelan 78%. Amazonians we got. Caribeno, Venezuelan. Southern Africa, Lithuanian we even got. Okay, population atheist. 65%. That's pretty interesting. We actually went from like 100% Catholic to 65% atheist. Is that a good thing? Not sure. Atheists, 95% by political strength. Yeah, so I guess it's really the lowest strata that remained Catholic. Population, prestige, standard of living. Yeah, okay, congratulations. On 1st January 1936, Venezuela successfully reached the end of the campaign. Alright guys, well, thank you very much for watching. Those who have, hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next playthrough. Bye.